gross. I can hear you breathing.
Are you gonna sing a song?
Yeah,
Okay.
I really hope it's Itsy Bitsy Spider.
it is Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Okay, sing it.
Welcome to the first podcast of JTJ Talk Movies. Since it's the first one, should probably give a little background as to who we are. We all met in elementary school in what year?
4 and 5.
That doesn't say. Those are the grades.
Yeah. So I think 11.
11 years old.
11. Yeah, because you were young forever, so 11. Forever young, Jamie G. Forever young. Because your birthday was so late.
I know.
All right. Yeah, that's right.
I understand. Anyways, we've been friends for almost 20 years. And we're going to talk about some movies. Because we all have varying opinions on what is good or even watchable.
Jamie's opinion is usually shit.
Yeah,
I usually have the best
you like
opinion.
a lot of garbage movies.
And then John has like second best opinion.
You're
but
going
I
to
have
hear
the
that a
best
lot.
one.
Terry's into weird tentacle porn.
I've seen it.
I still don't understand what's wrong with tentacle porn. Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because it's weird.
It's tentacles.
Yeah.
Raping people. It's nice.
Yeah, that's
nice.
And
I
then
don't
you
think
said,
anybody on the planet Earth would ever describe tentacle porn as
As
nice.
therapeutic.
oh,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
no.
but you
This has gone way off track.
Light
This-
some incense, watch some animal porn. Or tentacle.
I don't watch animal porn. That's
Tentacle
disgusting. I just watch slimy tentacles enter women from different angles,
right.
positions.
We've gone way off track. This episode, the first episode, is supposed to be about Ninja Turtle movies, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We could
And we're
introduce
on tentacle
tentacles.
porn.
No, tentacles could fit in there.
Well, I mean, like, tentacle porn, like, birthed the Ninja Turtles because, like, tentacle porn was around in anime for ages. So then that, like, Asian sort of anime style got adapted and they made, like, the transition over to North America, and then Eastman and Laird, like, got into that, and then they drew fucking samurai Ninja Turtles because they were on a whole lot of drugs, probably.
I bet you they were smoking weed.
There we go. That was pulling it around. How's that? Where's some applause or something? Yeah, good for me.
Little known fact, Eastman and Laird, the first comic they drew with the Ninja Turtles, they had long tentacles for dicks. And they fucked,
They did have the little,
they
like,
fucked everything.
they did
came
have the little
across.
tails.
Like-
And come on, we all knew. You
Like
remember that?
no. At first
Yeah.
they started in the sewers and they just fucked like empty Chinese cartons
what
or
is
something.
This
His
has
deal.
gone way
And
off the
then-
rails. This is
and then
way
the-
too
They
offensive.
moved up to real women.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Well, Bebop and that's a whole other story, man.
I'm just feeding you ammunition. I don't know. why.
Okay, let's go. Let's stop. For the
you're
record,
telling yourself
for
to
the
stop,
record,
essentially.
yeah, I'm telling myself to stop because I'm going nuts. But just for the record, I don't like
Off
tentacle
for the
porn.
record?
Off and for the record, I
Off-
do not like tentacle porn. Okay, just gonna
Offer
put that
the
out there.
record, Terry, into tentacle porn.
Only a little.
All right, wonderful. Glad we did that.
You
so,
can edit some stuff if you want.
No, this is all as is. As is. Let's start, I guess, with the first. We don't need to go into the history of the fucking Ninja Turtles. People that will hear this will.
You
Hopefully.
either love
Teenage
Ninja Turtles and
Mutant
know about
Ninja
it, or
Turtles,
you're not listening to this
Teenage
podcast.
Mutant
I mean,
Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
why are you listening to this?
heroes
If you don't
in
like
our
Ninja Turtles,
Turtle
shut this
power.
fucking podcast off. That's what I
Yeah,
have to say
Don't
to you.
listen. No.
Also,
What if they
you're-
wanna
If you
find
can't
out?
sing the song
You're-
like
Yeah, you
that,
can.
no, I just did. I'm
know.
saying if you can't sing the song,
okay.
then, like, just turn it off.
If you can't sing the song, I'm giving you a personal fuck you. That's what I'm giving you.
Womp womp.
I know, I'm terrible.
So let's start, I guess, with the first movie. Let's put this train
The
on its
very
fucking
first
right track.
movie.
The first movie,
Very first movie.
1990.
Yeah, I went and saw it on my birthday in downtown Toronto with, like, I think 4 of my friends and my family. My mom took us there on the subway.
I knew your mom
And
was
then-
involved somehow.
And then we went and got McDonald's, and then we went and watched that movie, and it was like my whole world was blown. It was the best birthday ever.
That's actually a really good place to start, because I'll tell the first time I saw it, it was when it came out, It was my sister's birthday. We were in Florida, and we went and saw it, and the fucking theater was empty. And yeah, fucking mind, like just Ninja Turtles fucking jumping around, kicking people, beating up foot soldiers.
Oh yeah,
we came out doing somersaults and shit in the lobby.
We came out and we were in like at nighttime in downtown Toronto, so it was just like all lit up with lights, and we were just like, oh yeah, fucking throwing all sorts of ninja kicks and like punches and jumps and stuff.
You had to.
I don't think I saw it in the theater because my family was fucking poor, but I definitely saw it when it came out on VHS, and that became like my most watched movie of all time. I don't even know how many times I watched that movie.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
It's brilliant.
And even
the
watching
theme, like the credits, like the beginning opening credits
that
music,
song?
that song is so good. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the end credits too. Oh, Turtle Power.
Yeah.
That song is
TURT.
that is so good.
Yeah. Like, if that doesn't get you amped up,
Yeah.
what will? No, that movie is good start to finish. I could quote a good portion of that movie, if not like most.
The thing about that movie, it's not just a good movie from start, but it's good when you're a child and it's good when you're an adult.
Yeah, it still
like
lives up.
rewatching that again, it's still
And
amazing.
you pick up on so many things, like when Casey Jones calls April Broadzilla. Like, that's ridiculous. You would never hear that in a movie nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's just
not one for kids, at least.
And it's just thrown in there.
Well,
Like,
it's not just thrown in there. Like, that's like the character. Like, they went
I know
a
it's
little
not,
bit
but I
more
mean,
true to it, right?
He's
Like, they
that
didn't
crass.
just
Yeah.
they didn't just Disney him out, right?
which is nice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see that.
It would never get through filters today.
No. And also Casey Jones's big like camel knuckle or moose knuckle
Yeah.
wouldn't have got through. You remember that?
I did nothing but stare at that.
For everyone that doesn't know this, Terry put on a private showing, a public showing of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first movie.
I did do that.
How many years ago?
Partially because I didn't get to see it in the theater.
Yeah,
so
man.
you know what? I'm
Wicked,
grown
man.
up and I
And
paid for
you
myself
got one of the you
to
got
play
one of
it.
the old prints when it was
Yep.
on film.
Straight up 35 mil print.
Yeah, and we went and watched it. It was early in the morning.
That was cheaper.
Yeah. And watching it through adult eyes, you see that Casey Jones is when they're at the farmhouse, he's wearing super tight sweatpants.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was joking earlier about staring at that all the time, but I didn't notice that at all.
Oh my gosh.
Why were you looking there?
Because it was huge on the screen, and it was
I think
right
I saw
in
it
the
on
middle.
one of those like TV shows. Those
Did
8
you
funny
notice?
things about like movies, or like maybe on YouTube or something. Is like all the perverted stuff in this.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at Casey Jones' crotch, unlike you.
Next time you watch it, check it out, man.
No, I don't think I will. Thank you.
You won't be
There's
able
so
to-
many better things to look at in that movie.
You'll remember when you're watching it next time. You remember I mentioned something about the farmhouse.
You're
Casey
right.
Jones's
You
sweatpants.
probably single-handedly ruined the movie for me. Thank you.
No
for
problem.
that, Yes.
Oh, that's always nice.
No problem.
Jamie ruining things.
So number one is like the stuff of legend, essentially, with us. So our opinion is all but null and void concerning that.
Nah.
I mean,
I
we're
just-
gonna be entirely too, like judgmental. Like we're gonna be too much.
On what?
The fact that
The
how
fact
much
how
the
much
three
we
of us,
love that. Yeah.
Oh,
it's got its flaws though.
it does.
One of the scenes you can see I'm not sure if it's like the mic cable or like something to do with like the
Oh, there's
puppeteering.
an
yeah.
animatronic cable showing.
Yeah, showing
But-
out of the
but
shell in one of the scenes.
You and I looked at that on YouTube. Both of us said we never noticed that cable until they circled it with a red
Yeah.
marker
Yeah.
and pointed it out.
Yeah.
And that was in what, one scene?
Yeah, it was when they're at the farmhouse. What is the board game that they're playing?
Oh, it's Trivial Pursuit or something.
No.
Yeah, because he
Is
asked him
it?
a question, what Napoleonic novel set in, whatever war? And, of course, Donatello knows the answer. It's War and Peace.
And then Leonardo comes running in, and when Leonardo runs in, you can see the chord.
So it's some kind of trivia game. I don't know if it was Trivial Pursuit, but it was a game of trivia.
Yeah.
things.
But I mean, those are the flaws of that movie. It's awesome.
I love that there are lines in that movie I didn't understand as a kid that I later understood. And my favorite example of that in that movie is when Raph's on the roof fighting like 100 of the Foot Clan at once.
Yeah.
And he's just beating the shit out of them. And they pause for a second. He's just like, man, you guys must have studied the abridged book of ninja fighting. I did not fucking know what abridged meant when I was 6 years old. But when I was old enough to understand that line, I burst out laughing. It was amazing.
Of course. All right, so we're all in agreement. Number one's awesome. I agree. I agree. We could sit here and talk about how awesome it is
All day.
all day. Let's move on to number 2, Secret of the Ooze, which was
Yes.
something.
It was, yeah.
When I was a
neat.
kid, I still loved it,
Of course, because it was the next Ninja Turtles movie.
but it was a much more kidified movie. So now when you go back for that second watch as an adult, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You don't get the highlight of that movie is Vanilla Ice singing ninja rap. And
Highlight.
Yeah, that's the highlight of it. That
and it's
really
right
is.
at the beginning, isn't
When
it?
it's near the end.
Oh, okay.
So you got to go through all the shit to get there.
Yeah.
Or just press the skip button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going to see that in theater as well as
Yep.
and being like coming out and being like, I do not feel like as jazzed up as I should.
Yeah.
The parents raised such a fuss about how much violence was in the first movie,
It's
even though
ridiculous.
it's tamed to
Well,
today's
probably
standards.
because there was so many parents that had to deal with a pack of kids just doing fucking
Yeah,
ninja moves.
fight. Oh, yeah. But G.I. Joe's fine, where people just shoot each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretending you have a machine gun. Because they're not making physical contact. No, they're just learning to, grow up and join the army and shoot people. Infidels.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, they can just play Call of Duty from dawn till dusk.
Yep.
But heaven forbid.
I think
the
Ninja Turtles was a
punch
slightly
somebody.
Yeah.
less.
And it's all set up in that very first scene where they have a fight in a fucking toy store.
Yeah.
Or department store. 'Cause
It seems like almost a Walmart.
Michelangelo has those
Sausages.
the sausages. Thank you, that he uses instead of his nunchucks.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Leonardo throws his swords into the ceiling so he can swing and kick someone in the face.
Donatello's using what is that? Some kind of foam toy
Like a
to
foam,
beat
like
people
a foam
with?
bat.
Yeah. And he's just tickling people or something.
Yeah, unimpressed.
No, very unimpressed.
Yeah. Terrible.
Although looking
They
back,
just
I have to say though,
Chickened out.
right at the beginning of the movie, watching it as an adult because I hadn't watched it in so
are
many
you
years.
about to talk about when he says that line? About
One line right at the beginning of
Yeah.
the movie gave me high hopes. I was like, oh, maybe this will be really funny actually, because right at the beginning of the movie, Kino,
the pizza delivery
pizza
guy,
delivery guy.
who turns
Asian
out to be
pizza
like a
delivery
fucking
guy.
master at
well, he's Asian, so obviously.
Yeah, he's a kung fu master too.
Was that racist?
probably.
A little bit.
Why? Let's assume all Asians are awesome martial artists. You know what? I'd like it if people assumed all white people were awesome martial artists. I'd be completely fine with that. You wouldn't fuck with me then, would you? You assumed I was a martial artist, just black belt, straight up?
All right, you
Yeah.
made your point.
I think I did.
Where
Where were we? Oh, yeah. Kino, at the beginning of the movie. He's getting onto his
Asian.
He's getting onto his moped or whatever
Yeah, you
with his
got it.
pizza
Scooter,
to deliver it.
whatever.
Yeah, scooter, moped, whatever. And there's a bunch of girls standing out
I
there on the
remember.
sidewalk. And he's like, hey, ladies, which one of you is coming home with me tonight? And one of them turns around and she's like, dream on, dweeb. And he's like, all right, but when I do, maybe I'll dream of something a little thinner. Yeah.
remember.
Women's right activists would hate that today.
Oh, no. I mean, it's.
But hey, she was being rude. Maybe she deserved that.
I feel like he was coming on a bit strong.
Okay, he did say which one of you is coming home with me tonight. But that was funny. It made me laugh.
And let's talk
That's what I'm saying.
about if he could what's home to Kino? Does he have live by himself or something?
Doesn't he end up
Wait, you
living in the
assuming that-
sewers at some point in the movie?
He's a pizza delivery guy in New York City. Can he? I don't know. In that time, can he afford a place by himself? Probably not. He's going back to the parents' place.
Probably.
Even worse.
He did look really young.
Yeah.
And he probably sleeps down in the sewers a bunch with the turtles. And it's just like, hey, baby, you want to come down the sewers with me? No.
That'd be weird.
That'd be
Sleeping in
weird.
the sewers with the turtles. Imagine like
Actually-
you're sleeping on their couch and like you see one of them, like you kind of wake up a bit. One of them's in the kitchen getting something from the fridge in the middle of the night. Just a turtle. That wouldn't throw you when you're half asleep.
Just getting some milk for his cereal.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
At the beginning of that movie, the turtles are actually living in April O'Neil's apartment. They're looking for a new home.
That's right.
And then they find that abandoned train station.
You know what? That's
a cool
pretty
part
cool.
in that
I
movie.
like that because it was
If
way better
everybody
than a fucking
loves the
sewer,
home
man.
renovation show. So
It
you
looks
get,
cool.
like-
It looks
You
cool.
get like 7 minutes of it condensed down. It'll be
Loves
it's
a
perfect.
home renovation show.
It's true. So that's 7 minutes of that movie. Just like bam, guaranteed.
All right, so we got a Bob Vila fan. I don't know.
I was thinking more homes on homes.
No, I hate those shows.
I
I don't know. They seem to be on TV a lot.
Now, my point is that it's nice to see the turtles out of the sewer and like they don't have to live like where like drainage goes.
That's the point, that they grew up there, so why would they even care? It's just normal to them, you know.
But
And
I mean,
that's part of the grit that is the Ninja Turtles, is that they just live in the sewers.
Yeah, they're
It's not,
dirty
I
poo-covered
guess.
turtles.
We don't talk about the poo.
I didn't fucking mind the subway layer.
How come nobody ever talks about the poo?
Because we just endlessly talk about poo. That's why. I mean, every time you shit, it just lands on a Ninja Turtle.
Well,
it makes
I
them a
mean-
little less cool.
Yeah,
It
it
really
does.
does.
They're covered in poop and pee all the time.
Yeah, I mentioned this to someone the other day. I was like, if you think about it, April O'Neil wouldn't even want to be near them, even when they're above ground, because they'd smell like shit. Just real shit. They'd just smell like it. Yeah, but you know what? That's bane to their enemies as well.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
think? Do you think that's why the Shredder evolved into having all mechanical foot soldiers? Because the
rest of them ran away.
the sense of smell was too hard to overcome in like humans. So he's just like, it's better to make automatons.
That's the best theory I've ever heard.
That's quite a theory, and I like it. That's good.
Did you want to say anything else about the second movie?
Yeah, we should probably touch on a bit more.
Okay.
because
Like
it dealt
Toka and Razor.
Toga and Razor, like
They're cool. That was cool to see them mutate.
Yeah, you know what would have been way cooler if they just actually called
Made
them
them
Bebop and Rocksteady.
I know,
that
that's
always
a bummer.
bothered me.
Why did they bother changing that?
I don't know.
What's the
'cause
difference between acquiring a snap turtle and a wolf?
Wolf.
Yeah,
Wolf, yeah.
It would have been a
wolf,
boar,
as opposed
or
to
like
a boar,
a rhino.
a rhino, and a boar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Ooh.
could have done that.
There couldn't have been like a zoo, like
In a
with-
giant city like New
Yeah,
York,
like,
yeah, I
there
think they could
couldn't
have
have-
found one or
yeah.
two.
And you
A
know what I
rhino
wish
couldn't
they
have
had done?
escaped from
You remember
somewhere.
that scientist? What was his name? The guy at TGRI?
I don't know, Doctor.
Dr. Fuckhead. Anyways, what they should have done with him was make him Baxter Stockman.
Oh,
Make him
that
end
would
up
have been
turning
great.
evil.
That would have
Yeah.
made complete sense too.
Yeah. This is all getting better now.
Well, we could make a better version.
But yeah, okay, and then there's when they go to the
That would
TGR
have given them somewhere to go in the third movie besides
We'll
ancient
get there.
feudal Japan.
Look, we'll
yeah,
get
sorry,
there.
sorry. I
We'll
just
get there.
I don't even really remember that movie because on purpose.
because you didn't watch it that many
We'll
times
get there.
and you were suppressing those memories. Sorry, we'll continue with the second here.
I was going to talk about the essential, like, essentially it was like a football game in the TGRI lab
Oh yeah.
when they're throwing the ooze around.
no, more
with
like
the- against
monkey in the middle.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
That was weak.
There was a good line.
There should have been more punching.
Yep. There should have been a lot more
they should
fighting.
have pulled out their weapons and actually hit somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Don't
there was
even
one
use
good
them.
line when who was it gets captured? Raph. He gets caught up in the net
What, at the lab?
at the junkyard. Yeah.
Oh,
Essentially.
I thought we were talking about the lab.
No, I went on to that. We talked about that. It's terrible. There should have been fighting.
Okay.
There should
Well,
have
we
been
moved on to
punches
the junkyard.
Yeah, the
Wow,
junkyard.
you just jumped
I
ahead.
just jumped
I
ahead.
I wasn't aware.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
That was my thing. When he's up in the net, and then
When he's up in the net.
when who is it? Michelangelo's like, yeah, looks a little too Raph.
Oh, he's not in a net, actually. He's tied to a post.
Tied to a post with the duct tape on his mouth.
And
yeah,
then
that's
when
right.
they all go in, they catch him up in a net.
That's
you didn't
right.
even say the line, like, at all.
No, you
But
actually
you know what I'm talking
fubbed
about.
that pretty
Shut
bad.
the fuck up. You
Terry,
know what I was talking
you do
about.
it. You
If you're
do
gonna
it.
if you're
the
gonna
bit,
do
Terry.
it,
Then do it.
well, I don't remember the lines leading up to that
Oh.
is the problem, because he doesn't just come out with, "Oh, that
Yeah.
looks like Raph," and then Mike's like, "A little too Raph."
Because
There's
like
a couple
some-
of like,
it was
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
a,
that
it's a
looks
little
easy,
quiet.
a little too easy.
A little too quiet. Or that was easy. Yeah,
Yep.
a little too easy.
And then it's a little quiet, a little too
too
quiet.
quiet.
That's a little Raph.
That
Or
looks
no,
like-
not
that
that's
looks
a
like
little
Raph.
Raph. That looks like Raph. A little too Raph. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have had that lead up
I
if you
apologize.
were gonna put the line in there.
I couldn't get all the words out, but you
That
guys knew
was-
what I was talking about, so we got there anyway.
I know, but
Yeah,
the
no,
people
but, like,
listening might not have, or they would have just got angry at us for misquoting Ninja Turtles.
Let
Yeah,
them
you
get
don't want to
angry.
you don't want to have people
Fucking
get all
cares.
riled up.
All riled.
I get riled
No.
up when people
Headbutt the
misquote Ninja Turtles. Are you kidding me? Look, we just got riled up at you misquoting Ninja
I
Turtles.
wasn't misquoting. I said, you know the part. I wasn't trying to, I didn't say, and I quote or any shit.
Okay.
Okay, Jamie wins in a court of law.
We're wasting in a court of law, which we are in, obviously. Jamie
Clearly.
wins. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, to get past it. Yeah, no, that was one of the better lines in the movie.
Yeah. And then, obviously, when Vanilla Ice busts in.
Like I said, the highlight of the movie.
Yeah. It's
The highlight. Yeah.
It really is, because let's talk about what happens after that. Super Shredder,
I'm sorry, what song played at your wedding that we all danced to?
Ninja Rap.
Right, Ninja Rap, that's right.
Ninja.
It starts off with the whistle.
Ninja.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ninja.
And you just want to go.
I still want to go. If you played it right now, I'd go.
Yeah, play a little excerpt from it. Can you do that? Do you have the technology? You got this many computers.
There's a lot of equipment around.
Yeah, there is. I just don't feel like doing it
Okay,
right now.
okay. You
You
don't
can't
have to.
YouTube Ninja Rap?
I got it on iTunes. Clearly.
Okay.
I can sing it.
Boo. Ninja.
Ninja.
Rap. Ninja. Ninja. Rap.
Okay, I don't think anyone else wants to hear us sing it.
But when Super Shredder comes around, there's no fight. Once again, there's
No.
never a fight.
'Cause
He
there can't be
fucking
too
knocks-
much.
He knocks the dock down on all of them, not thinking, hey, turtles can swim.
Swim. Totally fine.
I think that was partially, it was to not promote steroids. Like, look, he gave himself this injection, and now he's really big and strong,
He's
but he killed himself.
raging.
So, because he was stupid.
So
So don't take steroids, kids.
yeah,
I don't know. That's maybe something you're supposed to take out of it.
I guess there's got to be something. Somebody had to win, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no fighting, because, hey, cut out the violence. These Ninja Turtles shouldn't be using their ninja skills.
No.
Stop it.
Yeah, which brings us to number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Number...
Cover them in armor
3.
and don't let them do. Or no, then they can hit people.
Not
But
really.
they can't really kill anyone.
Not really.
I generally, as a rule, don't speak of number 3, so let's just get this over with quick.
Number 3 is like a shit and a pee mixed together. You get a number 1 and a
Yeah,
number
sure.
2.
A shit and a pee mixed together, if you then had to swallow it shot for like, I don't know, 50 shots. That's basically what I feel like by the end of the movie. Like, I've swallowed shots of piss and pee mixed together
Piss and pee?
50 times.
Just piss
Yeah,
and
no,
pee.
I meant piss and poo. Piss, poo, and every other disgusting thing you can think of. That's how my stomach
Boogers,
turns
too.
throughout that movie.
Let's talk about my most hated part about the movie is the fact that they bring back the beloved character Casey Jones
Yeah, to what? To babysit.
to babysit, because why? He's not with the turtles. No. Can't have Casey Jones and the turtles together again, which was great.
If I wanted to watch like someone tough and awesome babysit, I'd watch like The Nanny with, or it may not be
With
called
Fran
that.
Drescher?
You know what I'm
She's
talking
pretty
about? No,
big
no,
and
no.
tough.
It's tough and cool. It's Fran Drescher.
nanny.
No. The one with like Hulk Hogan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
yes.
Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny. Sorry, not The Nanny. Mr. Nanny.
Or are you talking about Suburban
Yeah.
Commando?
I'd rather watch that
You
than
remember
watch
Suburban Commando?
A
than
little
watch
bit
even
too much.
pieces of Casey Jones just babysit
babysit samurai
Yeah.
in New York City.
Yeah.
Because the turtles have to go back to feudal Japan as samurai, and I don't like. What did they do?
It doesn't make a lick of sense.
One of
No.
them, Michelangelo burns a pizza.
That's all
'Cause
that
he's-
anybody
Raph,
remembers.
Raph makes a yo-yo for a kid, Yoshi. You remember that?
No.
He
What?
developed a connection with that kid.
Raph made a wood.
He saved him from a burning building.
Yeah, but he didn't even use his weapons.
At the burning building.
At least that would have been something.
Oh my god, this building's burning. It's about to kill this kid. I got it. I stab it with my size. I don't know.
I'm
What do
just saying. Give me something with the weapons.
Okay. Yeah, no. I agree.
Yeah, and then Casey Jones is teaching hockey to samurai.
Let's not forget about like the overacting of the pirate guys. Were they even pirates? I don't know. They were. What were they?
The guys
what were
with
they?
Lord Norinaga or what's
Lord
his-
Norinaga was like the actual.
Okay, then who is the guy in the fluffy frilly?
Yeah, who was that guy?
You
Because
guys
I'd like
remember
to kill him.
so much more about this movie than I do.
I've still seen it a bunch of
I
times.
feel a bit sorry for you.
I have it, man.
Yeah, I have it only because it came in a 3-pack.
That's why I have it as well.
That's-
But I did have it on
Never had
VHS.
to watch it.
I have
1 and
considered
2.
multiple times burning the third thing and just pretending it never
the way-
existed.
the way that
that's what
the-
I've considered doing.
The way that the costumes looked, they were totally different than the first two.
Yeah,
because they
was
didn't
that
have-
not Jim Henson's
No,
company?
it wasn't.
No,
That's why they look so.
They were
like,
terrible.
It wasn't all of them. It was mainly Leonardo had this like weird, long beak.
there was that. But
Beakness?
they all look different. I
Yeah.
mean, they all had giant spots too. I guess that was supposed to indicate that they're older.
Yeah.
But why are you calling it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if they're older?
Yeah,
Are they not still teenagers?
they should be.
They should be. They shouldn't have age spots like fucking 90-year-old humans.
No.
Like,
Do you remember
they're
the movie
turtles,
starts with
so
them
they could.
dancing?
yeah, that was particularly stupid.
Yep.
I don't even know where to start with criticizing that movie. It has the worst line. Like, I remember one line too where like they all fall into, I don't know, I guess in ancient feudal Japan they had some kind of sewer system. Maybe they did. I don't know. They had like pipes though that led down to
Yeah, I
just
remember
this
that.
bog of shit.
Yeah, I remember they
Basically.
all fall into it.
And they fall into it, and one of their lines is he's on his back like struggling, and he's like, "Help me, I'm a turtle and I can't get up."
Oh god.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. Who thought of that one?
Who is the genius?
Who
scriptwriter?
is the genius behind that
Who
line?
pitched that gem?
Please tell me.
Hey guys, how about I'm a turtle and I can't get up?
That's pretty good, right?
That'll
Who
do
doesn't
it.
love the line "I've fallen and I can't get up"? Well, I'm putting this on a twist. This is way better. Fired. You're fired. That's what I would have said.
Yeah, the third one I think we all agree is just wasn't it just straight to like video as well?
I think I heard that, but I can't verify. I don't really know.
It was bad.
It was
straight to bad.
It was mad
Straight
bad.
to bad.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Wet Willie? Wet Whatum?
Yep. That was another brilliant line written by fucking Einstein himself.
I don't remember that line. Sorry.
I know you have mentioned you don't remember most of this movie because you, like a smart person, did not watch it very many times.
Not at all. I saw it like once and I was like, that was awful. And then I saw it again and I was like, it can't be that awful. And it was that awful. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, just won't watch that one anymore.
I remember getting it for my birthday and like being kind of excited. Like watched it and
Threw up.
I think that's when I started killing small animals.
That's what's
Yeah.
That's what set it off.
Moving on to humans soon. And it's all because of Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh my.
Yeah. If there was ever a worse
If
promotion
there was,
for that,
if
hey,
there was
listen to
ever
me
a confession,
right now.
here it is.
Don't watch that movie.
Yeah. Good advice.
Or be around people who have watched that movie, because this could happen to anyone.
We'll go on.
Oh my.
All right. Are we going to touch on the computer animated
I really wanted to watch that before we did this, and I didn't. Because
Yeah,
I
I
did
never
go
got to
see
it
it.
either.
I did go see it in the
Yeah,
theater.
I saw it once in the theater.
But the only thing I can tell you about it is I do remember walking away thinking that wasn't bad.
No,
that
yeah, it felt all right. I didn't necessarily enjoy the look.
At least I wasn't insulted
Yeah.
by it. Like the third
Personally
one,
insulted.
It didn't drive me to kill animals or anything.
Thank God for that.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even discussed what animals you kill, and maybe we should talk about that after.
I don't think we should talk about any of this after, unless you want to be the first humans. So,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, gee, do.
All right.
Yeah. The animated one, that's all I have is that vague impression of walking away and being like, that was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too upset about it. I'm not too stoked about it. It was okay.
Yeah. If I saw it on TV, I'd probably stop.
I would give it a rewatch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can wrap up with
Where's
the
it go?
new one.
Yes.
Michael Bay
Let's do
produced
this. Let's talk
Teenage
about the
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Michael Bay produced Ninja
Not
Turtles.
directed,
Let's talk
not
about
written,
it.
but produced.
As if he didn't have fucking hands in everywhere.
Yeah, but he started off as a director, and then that didn't play out.
Yeah, who's to say they didn't just say, oh, this isn't going over well. We'll just cross out director and put producer, but
I don't
he's
think he
still
would have gone for that.
directing.
I could see him being, nope.
I don't know. All I know is his filthy hands are all over it. So let's talk about this.
All right, let's talk about the way they look.
I'm not all that offended. I think that they look pretty cool.
I was at first, but then I've grown to be like, that's not that bad. I can deal with the way they look. Honestly,
I am incredibly offended by how they look. They look. You know what? I never thought of the Ninja Turtles in terms of ugly or pretty or any of that. They were just the Ninja Turtles. They looked sort of like turtles, but man-sized. And then this came out, and I saw the trailer, and I was like, oh, you can make the Ninja Turtles look ugly, because you just did. That I look at them, and I'm like repulsed.
what is it though?
What is it?
Yeah, is it the fact they have like noses?
Is it that they're all like greasy like Alien?
I don't know what it is.
Is it because they're
I
so
just
big?
you look at someone and you're repulsed. How many? It could be any number of things. If I'm repulsed by them, if I'm repulsed by them, then obviously it's a whole conglomeration of things that makes up their appearance. And it's not like I can point at a girl and be like, "Ew, that's an ugly nose." No, I point at the Ninja Turtles like that's just ugly, all over ugly. I don't know what to like. What can I criticize specifically? You have to fix everything. What do you want?
I don't mind them. They're mutants, so they're like I don't mind the fact that they're bigger.
Yeah, but I think that I like that being a former fan. Like I like them because they're kind of like a more grown up version of the Ninja Turtles I grew up with.
I see what you're saying.
So like when I was a kid, I liked these nice, cool, like smooth, round Ninja Turtles that were like kind of looked like jelly because I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And like he could
Okay, the
blow
ones
up.
in the first movie do not look like jelly.
No, I'm talking about the cartoon when I was a little kid.
The
And
cartoon.
And then like as I grew older, I got to see the first movie, and it was like kind of cool for how old I was. And then like you kind of outgrow it, right? For the third one, it sucks. So you're like, okay, I'm done with Ninja Turtles.
It's not that you outgrew the movies, it's that you developed taste and realized the third one is a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, no, but you realize that like right away almost.
You do, but you don't.
Most
as
people
a kid,
anyway.
As a kid, like you realize you don't like it as much, but you could never articulate why.
So anyways, I think that I don't mind this new Ninja Turtles because it's like a stylized version for who I am now, the adult I am now.
That's pretty good. I was gonna say I like the fact that they seem like grittier because they've got like their bandanas, they're like made from like shit they found in the sewers. Like it doesn't, like the original movies, they have like nice clean bandanas and like they've got like I don't know, it looks like they cut them up and made them themselves from crap they found, because where are they going to get nice bandanas from? But I don't know.
We can't talk about like the logistics of Ninja Turtles living in the sewers because of course it's stupid. I mean, how did they order pizza? Do they rob the crooks that they apprehend?
They must.
That's...
Yeah, I always came to that
Oh,
conclusion.
and
very
also,
young.
actually, going by the first movie, that's the first time they've ever done that. So, even if they rob those crooks, Michelangelo's just on the phone being like, as if this is normal. This is just every day. Oh, yeah, I'll get ham, pepperoni, cheese, mushrooms, whatever. No anchovies. And I mean no anchovies. You put anchovies on this thing and you're in big trouble, okay? And like, that it all makes it seem like this is routine, especially when he goes and waits, and this is a ploy.
Do you want me to give you a possibility besides robbing?
I would,
people?
yeah. Give me one.
They spend at least 2 hours a day.
Mm-hmm. Teaching ninja classes.
No, with Master Splinter, walking around picking up all the change that's in the sewer.
No, I've thought of that, and you know what? That still wouldn't explain it. That not enough is dropped into the sewer
Oh,
to
all
supply them
over
with
New
pizza
York?
constantly.
Yeah, I bet there is.
No, I don't think so. They would
That coupled
maybe
with
if you could
occasionally
literally
getting
connect
Garaba, dude.
every piece of change and money that ever fell into the sewer under the whole of New York, yes, they would have pizza every day. But they don't walk the entire sewer system every day.
Maybe
they have to
it-
spend time training, first of all.
Maybe it flows down a certain spot. There's like money falls.
We haven't even touched on if Splinter has a bank account yet.
Yeah.
Why would we?
Maybe he inherited some money from what was his master's name?
Orokusaki? No, that was Shredder.
That was Shredder.
Wow, I can't remember
What was his
Splinter's master's name. Oh, I'm ashamed. I'm totally ashamed. His master...
Hamato Yoshi.
Hamato Yoshi.
Hamato
Nice.
Yoshi,
Well
wow.
done. That was
Yeah, maybe
good.
Hamato Yoshi, because maybe Splinter grabbed a bit of money before he headed out.
Yeah.
As a rat, how much could he grab? Exactly.
We don't know. He was training for how long in his cage. We don't know how tough he was. He could have dragged a duffel bag, small grocery
No,
bag.
he
As
No,
I
he's
recall, too, Hamato Yoshi was like a construction worker. He came home and took off his like hard hat. He wasn't making very much money.
Well, there goes
Not to
that.
set
There
up Splinter
goes
with a
that.
nest egg.
No.
No. Maybe that's why he lived. He lived frugally because he was putting away for Splinter.
See,
My
I think
little
we
rat's
can-
trust
Okay.
fund.
Going back, where I can't even remember where
We're
to
back
start.
on the new movie that's coming out.
Yeah, but let's not go with
I
like the
wasn't go-
logistics
I wasn't
point.
going
You know,
on,
like
like,
where would they find clean bandanas?
was just
I don't know.
saying-
Where did they find money for pizza?
I
Like-
understand. I'm just saying I like the way it looks. That's the point I'm
Oh.
getting across.
That's like
I like the way their bandanas
the
look.
opposite.
You like your
of how
turtles
I feel.
dirty, do you?
Yeah, I like dirty turtles.
Okay, I don't know. I hate the way they look. I despise it. I think they're ugly. I don't think there's any reason to
All
make
right.
them ugly.
John doesn't
So-
mind. I don't mind. Terry.
Terry's
fucking
not
mad.
for them.
No.
Um,
Not to mention, if we're going to talk about looks, they're CGI'd.
Yes, they are
I
CG.
fully think that was unnecessary.
I would have liked.
If they had turtle suits like in the first one, that looked believable enough that you could watch that. The only flaw I saw in that was the syncing of the movement
Yeah.
of the lips with the
yeah,
speech.
I'm sure it was probably pretty limited back then.
Today, I think we could make even better Ninja Turtle suits.
Mm-hmm.
So why? It seems like just a "we can, so we will" kind of thing. We can CGI this, so we will.
I would love to see a Turtles movie with dudes in suits because, yeah, I agree. They're
No
probably-
matter what, when you're watching it, you will be reminded while you're watching it. Oh yeah, it's CGI because that looks
Yeah.
really unrealistic.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones could only move normally. They could only do things normally. And that
Yeah.
brings me to another point about this new movie, which is they've made the Ninja Turtles superheroes. They're not superheroes. They're fucking turtles, mutated, who know ninja skills. They're
I
not
love
supposed
how
to
you
be
list
jumping.
that like that's okay. Those are all normal enough.
And that
attributes.
brings me to another thing I've complained about, which is in the Did you hear, what was it called? The Blue Door or something?
Oh, I read
what was their
I read the script,
code
or
name?
not the
What was the
script.
code name for it?
That was.
Do you
I think,
remember?
I think it was called The Blue Door. The
something
original
like that.
ideas for
Yeah.
the movie, how they were aliens, and
Yeah.
it was all fucked up. Shredder wasn't Shredder. He was like some like politician or something fucked up,
And that is another angle I don't think you can take on this is, oh, well, it's already so ridiculous. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, of course, that's so stupid. I can do anything with it then. Let's just make them aliens. Who cares? Because it's retarded already.
Yes, I
And then
understand it's silly enough.
they take a jab at the fans, I feel, in a trailer that I saw, in which, like, I think it's Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, that's a prime casting. Whoopi Goldberg.
I was into.
I don't mind
Goldberg
Whoopi
being in
Goldberg,
this Ninja Turtles
but
movie.
it's almost like a joke to put her in a Ninja Turtles movie. Anyway, Whoopi Goldberg, putting that
get
aside.
off your high and mutated Ninja Turtle horse.
Putting that aside for a second. Anyway, someone asked April O'Neil, so they're aliens then? And April was like, no,
that's stupid.
that's stupid. They're turtles. And that, to me, is like a jab back at the fans who retaliated against them wanting to make it aliens. Because we replied that that's stupid. And that offends me, personally. That is that last line, when I heard that, that made sure that I would never go see that in the theater, other than because of this podcast. Now we have to go watch it after the podcast so we can talk about that, but I wasn't going to go see it. I was going to watch it when it came out, and I was going to download it for free, because I'm not giving a fucking penny to anybody.
You're still gonna see it for free.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't going to watch it for free at, like, the theater. I didn't care that much. I was just going to skip it and be like, I'll download it at my convenience, because this is shit.
I'm not saying that I'm thinking it's gonna be great or even good. I'm going in with a better.
Do you think that was a jab at us, though? I
No.
see it that way.
I'm more on.
I see it
leaning-
as like it's trying to side with you.
Yeah, that's stupid. I understand how you.
Maybe it would have been if Megan Fox wasn't the one saying that.
Because she's
stupid.
the worst. I can agree that the cast. There's so many other people that could have played April O'Neil that would have been way better than Megan Fox. I'm gonna deal with it. Obviously, I can fucking watch it, but
Megan Fox was never my hugest deal with this movie.
I'm just pointing it out that I'm just not psyched as her, as April O'Neil.
Yeah, no, I wasn't either, but it wasn't like the deal breaker of the movie. You know?
But I'm going in with a much better attitude than when I saw the first trailer where they barely showed any Ninja Turtles in the Ninja Turtle movie. And it seemed like it was all about April O'Neil, which I'm kind of skeptical that it's like...
She's going to have a heavy storyline.
Heavy. Yeah. Yeah.
From the trailer, it's implied that her father is the one who created the Ninja Turtles.
With this
in a lab.
other character, the William Fichtner's
Yeah.
character. But it looks like Orokusaki is in it as Shredder. Or he's talking to some shadowy guy in the trailer.
Yeah, he looks bald.
And he's like, we've upgraded your armor. And I'm okay with the craziness of the Shredder armor. It's mental, but...
I'm sorry, I'm not.
It had to be mental to compete with the giant turtles.
That does bring me around to a flaw in the first movie, though, which we hadn't talked about, and I'd forgotten now that you're mentioning Shredder's
Super
armor.
Shredder?
No, in the first movie. It looks like just garbage bag folded up.
Yeah,
that looks like what he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's just a garbage bag
when they
folded
that
up.
scene
True.
when
Or
they
like
fold
a
it, when they
tarp.
bring it back
Yeah,
to
when
show
Master
off the,
Tatsu just folds his like
his
things
garbage
back.
bag.
That what is that?
It's from
it's
the
like,
streets, man.
It's like insulation or
That was
something.
a poor costume choice.
Yeah, that was silly.
That was terrible. But I don't like this over mechanized version of Shredder either.
I do love in the first one also that Shredder gets crushed in a goddamn dump truck. That is just like such an excellent
Thanks
way
to
kill
Casey
a
Jones,
bad guy.
who's
Yeah.
just hard ass.
He's like, oops.
Yeah. The Ninja
And he
Turtles
gets
can't kill
crushed.
someone. They couldn't have a Ninja Turtle actually kill someone. But Casey Jones.
That's the fatal
Casey
flaw with,
Jones
like,
could kill
superhero nonsense.
What, that they can't kill people?
Yeah.
Not allowed?
Yeah, it just means you're like eternally handicapped.
I would love to see a standalone Casey Jones movie. Just
yeah, you would, but nobody's gonna make that movie.
it's been talked about.
That's an interesting idea. I've never even thought about a standalone Casey Jones
It's
movie.
been talked about for a couple years, I think.
I bet you, though, even if they made it, I would be disappointed by whoever they cast as Casey Jones.
Well,
Because
Casey Jones is still alive.
oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, how old does he look now?
Who cares?
Where were we?
I don't know. We were just discussing that we're gonna go see the Ninja Turtles movie.
Yes,
We're gonna see
reluctantly.
it.
Some of
Terry
us.
just became. You're gonna come see now, right? Just because of the.
Just because of this podcast. That's why I'm going to see it so soon.
Thursday, August 7th is an early showing.
I'm gonna
And
try
we're gonna go.
and go in with like a clear mind. I don't want to like walk into it wanting to rip on it. I already know I hate some things about it just from the trailer, but I'm gonna try to walk in and have an unbiased mind about it.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, here's hoping.
All right, that sounds good. Well, we'll do the next one after we watch the the new Turtles movie. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Till next time.
That makes sense.
See ya.